What is gospel?
It's the message of the Messiah, that he is our salvation and that salvation has come.
And who revealed the gospel?
Jesus Christ revealed it.
Today is my first time to hear from you that the gospel is revelation from Jesus, yeah? Not God.
Well, he is God in the Christian paradigm. That's
Jesus is the God.
Yeah.
If we say God, we mean Jesus.
Well, it depends on the context, because we believe God is triune. He's multi-personal. So all three persons are identified as God, okay?
I'm currently identifying as a cat.
I identify as a dog.
But you believe Jesus can talk to God, God can talk to Jesus?
Yeah, I believe that the Father can speak to the Son can speak to the Spirit, and vice versa. They have an eternal fellowship and communion with each other.
Jesus is all-knowing.
Yep.
Father is all-knowing.
Yep.
They can talk to each other.
Yes.
About what?
They just commune. They just
Yeah,
love
about
each
what?
other. About their love and communion.
Yeah, about what?
Anything. I don't know. They can talk about whatever they want.
Yeah, what they're gonna talk about? God is all-knowing. Jesus also knows everything. Okay? What they're gonna talk about?
Anything.
Like an example, like what?
How they love creation. How they love each other.
To say, I love you.
I just called to say I love you.
Stupid.
Sound and logical.
I'm here with Avery Austin of God Logic Apologetics. Now, Avery, you're kind of one of the most vocal critics of Islam, which is not necessarily an easy place to be.
No.
But let's say my friend here clicked on this video, they saw you, and they don't want the fluff, they don't want the niceties, they just want the truth.
Yeah.
So let's just give it to them.
Yeah.
Why is Islam false and Christianity true?
Okay, so one, I would say that Christianity, let me start with Christianity. Christianity is true because of the evidence of the resurrection of Christ. The Bible says that if Christ didn't rise from the dead, our faith would literally be in vain. There'll be nothing. Well, guess what? There's an empty tomb. We know where Jesus was buried, and it's empty. And a bunch of people saw him alive again. A bunch of cowards became courageous and started preaching the gospel, claiming that they saw this Jesus, who we all saw got crucified. So that's how we know that Christianity is true. The previous prophets foretold about this crucifixion and resurrection, and then we saw it happen in history. Now, Islam is false because it goes against that reality.
All right, so God Logic is Christianity's golden poster child for apologetics, a spiritual salesman with a YouTube channel tasked with convincing Muslims to trade in the Quran for Christ. His mission? Debunk Islam, one argument at a time, and win souls for Jesus through theological street magic. But don't worry, Muslims have their own versions, doing the exact same thing in reverse, refuting Christians to bring believers to Islam. It's less about truth and more about scoreboard conversions.
Are these together?
Not like that. That's not my argument.
Break down how this is a contradiction.
Let's go.
Can you do me a favor and try to put the square in the triangle?
It was at this moment that he knew.
Wait, can I try to
This is, put the triangle. Look, it still doesn't fit. It still doesn't fit.
Stop it. Get some help.
Why is the triangle not fitting in the square? Because it's a different nature. My argument was the following. There are three types of existence. An impossible existence. Exactly. Impossible existence, possible existence, and necessary existence. Can you have a triangle square, Christians? I thought so. They know. He said, but you can bring them together. I said, I have no problem. It looks like a house, but I'm destroying your house because you can't have a triangle square.
There's no way out of this one.
Ali Dawa, what shape is this?
That is a square.
This is a square?
Yeah.
What shape is in the square?
Triangle.
Wait.
Now, let's be logical and zoom out. Religion starts to look less like a path to salvation and more like an intellectual WWE, a battle of divine egos, each camp trying to outwit the other, make the others feel bad so they can inherit a crown of holy fame. When religion becomes a contest, do we worship facts or just victory? Is belief a pursuit of meaning or just another team sport with a divine jersey?
You got homophobia, now you got Islamophobia, right? And so any type of criticism, you'll be labeled an Islamophobe, someone who just hates Muslims if you say I disagree with Islam. And so with Christianity, it's the opposite. In Islam, you have it teaching, hey, if they disagree with the Prophet and Allah, go and kill them, right? Go and fight those who don't believe in Allah or the Messenger. right? And you're not supposed to have any resistance against what the messenger teaches. In Christianity, it's different. We get Jesus who says, bless those who persecute you.
Oh, it's so good.
You got Jesus who says, if you're persecuted for my name's sake, don't fret, but actually be blessed because they did it to me first.
Now, I agree in partiality that there's a little bit of a difference in the New Testament. Certain religious communities have mastered the art of deflecting criticism by framing it as persecution. The moment someone raises a legitimate concern, out comes the phobia card, the blasphemy card, waved like a red flag in a rigged game. Suddenly, free speech becomes hate speech, and questioning dogma becomes a punishable offense. Convenient, isn't it? And let's not pretend the Bible is off the hook. The Old Testament reads at times like a divine hit list, commanding stonings, purges, and holy cleansing of anyone daring to abandon Yahweh. Apostasy, that's not a personal decision, that's a capital crime in these Torah scrolls. Now, even in the New Testament, supposedly the kinder, gentler upgrade, the message is still clear. If someone disagrees with your doctrine, mark them. Don't welcome them. Don't greet them. And certainly don't wish them well. When your faith needs censorship to survive, is it really that powerful? Or just that fragile?
And they did it to the prophets before you, right?
Oh.
So it's a completely different, we have a carnal versus holiness image here.
Yeshua
right?
is so good.
Yeah,
Bless
so
those
good.
who persecute you. Pray for those who mistreat you.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, it seems suspect. The body language, it just seems suspect, doesn't it?
Persecute you. Pray for those who mistreat you.
Exactly. Exactly.
It just seems suspect, but that's my thoughts. I keep them to myself.
Bless those and pray for those who curse you.
It's so good.
Yeah, and it's crazy how Jesus puts it, man. When he's doing his Sermon on the Mount and he's teaching, he's like, greet those, even your enemies. He's like, anybody can greet anybody who greets them. Anybody can say hi and greet in peace and give a peace greeting to your brother.
Yeah.
Even the pagans do that.
Right.
Are you no different than the pagans?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, all your religious belief systems are no different from the pagans. You see, the pagans, in essence, were people who lived in the country. Paganists. Country dwellers. They lived in harmony with nature, with the seasons, with the stars in the heavens and the constellations. They knew what time to harvest. They knew what time to wait for a drought. They knew what time to wait for an increase in water. You see, these people, they were persecuted immensely by Abrahamic religions, who incidentally took their belief systems and sanitized them into Abrahamic frameworks. What do I mean by that? So Passover, the Moses story, never happened. But if you go to Babylon, there's a feast called Akitu, which is where you get the Passover ordinance from. Likewise, in many cultures, spring, or the returning of life after winter, was very renowned. All over the world, you'll see festivities taking place in spring, in cultures that are non-Abrahamic. And incidentally, in Abrahamic cultures, you'll see festivities taking place in and around spring. And you'll also see celebrations taking place in and around winter, where things die and when things come back to life or resurrect. So it's interesting that they have to admit, you guys, are you any different than the pagans? No.
No, our Father calls us to be perfect, love perfectly. Right.
So in the Islamic world, Jesus is appearing to a lot of people in dreams.
Yeah.
The church in Iran is exploding.
Yeah,
but here's the
100%.
question. At that same time, there's a lot of people in the Islamic world that are having these existential crises, and they say, you know what, maybe there just is no God. So here's the question. Let's say my friend clicked on this video.
Yeah.
And this is a common thing, but it comes with all sincerity. When you have those moments where you've been raised in a Christian household, you've been raised in an Islamic household, and you're like, is there even a God?
Yeah.
What do you do with that?
Well, you look. Romans 1 just tells us, look, man, look around you. Everything that we see speaks to the glory of God.
Now, what's interesting? War trauma. In times of war and conflict, some seek God. In chaos of war, people crave meaning, hope, and a sense that someone is in control. So, religion offers comfort, community, and the illusion of justice. They're in a better place. God has a plan. In the face of death, many turn to faith, not out of conviction, but emotional necessity. And it's interesting that many people tend to have dreams of Jesus when there's wars. A soundbite echo-chambered by many Christian evangelical ministries, which of course are unbiased and don't have any stake in the claim.
In the Islamic world, Jesus is appearing to a lot of people in dreams.
Yeah.
The church in Iran is exploding.
Yeah.
Which I guess underlines the point. Some also go to the extent of rejecting God. Others witness indiscriminate slaughter, children dying, prayers unanswered, people mutilated, and conclude, no just God would allow this. No just God would stand there idle while witnessing a crime. War shatters the illusion of a loving overseer. Trauma exposes the silence behind the suffering. These individuals often leave faith, seeing religion as impotent or complicit in human cruelty. Both responses make sense, and neither proves God exists. Trauma can either push someone into belief or pull them out of it. But emotional reactions aren't evidence. It's a coping mechanism either way. Now, if war trauma drives someone towards God and others away, perhaps the real question isn't what trauma reveals about God, but what it reveals about us in times of trauma, in times of vulnerability, the times when we're most gullible, a time where we're most receptive to being exploited by those in position of authority, power, and who may have the keys to peace.
Everything you're talking about, Christine, is all trauma bond. This is why people get stuck. You use the term intermittent reinforcement. And for everyone listening to this, if you've ever played a slot machine, you know what intermittent reinforcement is. You stand there and you keep putting money in something with the idea that it will pay you out from time to time. And maybe someday, if you're lucky, you'll get the jackpot. That slot machine reward schedule, this intermittent reinforcement, is this what we call the stickiest reinforcement schedule. It's the hardest to break away from. It's when somebody's giving you those little bits of good sprinkled in lots of bads, you just keep pulling the slot machine handle. And that right there is the origin of the trauma bond.
Yeah,
but here's the question. At that same time, there's a lot of people in the Islamic world that are having these existential crises, and they say, you know what, maybe there just is no God.
At one point, I had found a blog online that it was a pastor that was reflecting on the fact that he saw so many people come through his church that had trauma symptoms. And this is like 12 years ago, before it was super common to talk about church trauma. And so he was saying, like, it feels like people have PTSD from church, and he nicknamed it like post-traumatic church syndrome, and that was just his unscientific nickname for it to try to put some words to it. And when I heard that, it just was like a light bulb went off in my head. I was like, wait a second, that's exactly what's happening to me. Like I have trauma, and it's from the way that.
And what is, I think it's Jude 1:23-22, where it says basically, have mercy.
Yeah.
Have mercy on those who doubt.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's so good. I'm getting goosebumps. Oh, it's so good. I'm getting goosebumps. I am so thankful that you're doing what you're doing. You're 30 years old.
Yes, sir.
You're just getting started. Your bride of 2 weeks is here.
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm thrilled for you, man. I can't wait to see what God's going to do for you, brother.
But you believe Jesus can talk to God, God can talk to Jesus.
Yeah, I believe that the Father can speak to the Son can speak to the Spirit, and vice versa. They have an eternal fellowship and communion with each other.
So they can talk to each other.
Yeah.
Jesus is all-knowing.
Yep.
His Father is all-knowing.
Yep.
They can talk to each other.
Yes.
About what?
They just commune. They just
Yeah, about what?
About their love and communion.
Yeah, about what? If you are all-knowing, I am all-knowing, what are we going to talk?
Anything.
Yeah?
Anything. I don't know. They can talk about...
What they're going to say? Yeah, what they're going to talk? God is all-knowing. He knows everything.
Yeah.
Jesus also knows everything. Okay? What they're going to talk about?
Anything.
Like example, like what?
How they love creation.
To say what?
How they love each other.
To say, I love you. To give this information to each other.
It's not just information, it's an expression of love.
Yeah.
Because God is love, and the Bible says God is love.
Yeah.
For God to be loved, there has to be a relation that
In a world full of religion and division, the simple thing you can be and the simple thing you can do is just be nice, show empathy, be compassionate, and be human.
I think I'm a white man.
You think?
Yeah.
No, do you believe?
I believe I am a white man.
Don't you know that belief is a doubt?
How is belief a doubt?
Eh?
How is belief
Because
a doubt?
you cannot believe something and know it. If
Wait,
you take
wait, my poor brain, wait.
Hang on.
I cannot believe it and know it.
No. And you can only believe in what you don't know.
I like that. You can only believe in what you don't know.
You don't know.
That's why you have to believe it.
Yes.
Ah.
Now, do you believe in your mother and father?
No, I know my mother and father.
Yeah. So, but you might believe in Jesus.
I might believe in Jesus.
Because you don't know Jesus.
I've never met him.
You can only believe in what you don't know.
True.
So know that belief is a doubt.
Believe.
Now, do you know that you are a white man? If you know that you are white, explain to me how you know this.
Okay, my mother is Portuguese and she's white. My father is Scottish with blonde and blue eyes.
And you reckon they are white?
I reckon.
All right. Listen to this conversation.
Go on, you tell.
If I get water,
yeah,
it's quite simple, innit?
Yeah.
I get a black can,
yeah,
a white one,
yeah,
a blue one, and a yellow one, and I fill them with water and seal them.
Yeah, okay.
When you look, would you see the water?
You can't see the water at all.
What would you see?
Nothing, just the white or the black.
You would see the different colors.
The different colors.
And if you trust those eyes of yours,
yeah,
you're going to believe that they're different, aren't you?
I will believe it.
Until you go and fucking taste them.
Correct.
And what are you going to discover?
That it's all just water.
All one. Oneness in diversity, we call it.
Yeah.
Now you see all these human beings that you see.
Yeah.
Who believe that they are Japanese, Chinese, blacks, and whites.
Yeah.
They are the same. And if you go to any one of them, excuse me, sir, what color is your mind? You see, you hear what he said?
He doesn't know what color his mind is.
No, go and ask a Japanese, he don't know either.
No.
Because we are spirits living in different color physical bodies. We are not our bodies. When you look with the eyes, you're not seeing me, you are seeing the body. Just like I tell you, when you look at the tins, you won't see the water, will you?
No.
When you look at my body and say I'm a black man, that is a program. You was programmed from birth, yeah, to believe that you are blacks and whites. But you fuck all like that. You're just a spirit in a body full of the same stinking shit.
Thank you, my friend.
When the fear of death fades, so does religion's power to control. Big up, bless up, think.
Sound and logical.